Alright, back for round 1. We are on the play, which is great. Well, this hand could use a 2-drop, but it seems good. I mean, it'd be really nice with a 2-drop, and it's fine like that. And if we could ever... And, I mean, we have a lot of 2-drops, so we could just draw one of them. Yep. Lovely. And now if I could... if I can ask for more, I'd be happy to draw a 4-drop too. Miasmic Mommy. I don't actually mind that too much. Just gonna discard the planes. I mean, at some point I will get up to 5 mana, I assume, for the Manticore. And my deck is not very mana hungry. It's probably a little bit less mana hungry than most green decks, so I think if we both discard a land, it's actually not the worst for me. Okay, sure. Nothing I can do about that. Will they attack? I mean, the Entangler is not untapping, but I could play a haste creature they would want to block. Yep, and I did. It's actually one that I'm happy to trade though, which is nice. I'm fine trading here. I'm fine not trading, you know. It's pretty much a win-win situation. Lord of the Accursed. Okay, well, that stops me, I guess. So I wanted to put the counter on another creature. I think we can just put the counter on Manticore and attack with everything. They could have the +2/+0 trick, which is the worst case scenario, but if they have nothing, sure they can eat one of my 2 dudes, but if they do, then they must jump block Manticore. Yeah, I think it's fine. They are also going down to 7. This can come back. I think it's fine to just get very aggressive here. And it looks like they have 6, so I don't think they have the streak actually. Sure. I mean, the thing is, if they want to eat one of my creature, they must jump block or die, I guess. Sure. Yeah, I mean, you can do that too. That works. Jeez. Oh my god. Well, given what we were drawing, I don't think they had a good chance. I don't think we changed match here. I mean, we don't have a lot of sideboard anyway. Maybe Violent Impact if I see something like what's the name of the card? The 3-mana artifact that makes creature unable to attack. I just can't remember their name right now somehow. Jeez, that really bugs me. I had 2 of these in my sealed PTQ yesterday. Jeez. Oh god, and they were good. I almost made it to the top 8. I ended up being 12. And I wasn't in the top 8 because of tiebreakers basically, but what's the name of that card? Oh, I just cannot remember. In any case, you probably know what I'm talking about. 3-mana artifact, pay 1, target creature cannot attack, you put a counter, and then when you have 3 counter, you can make a creature unable to attack, block, or use ability for an entire... until your next turn. But yeah, what's the name? Jeez. Yeah, I just can't remember. I just can't. It's crazy. I mean, it's a card I've played with or against, I don't know, a lot. But you know, the name has vanished from my brain basically, somehow. That Elite actually makes the two cats slightly better. Ooh, some red now. Sure. I'm still trying to remember the name, it's crazy. And you're probably, you know, watching this and yelling the name. Oh, jeez, I just can't remember. Insult Injury, that's a good card. I think we're attacking, not exerting. Happy to trade because then we can play Crop Mate. And I'm not exerting. Well, I guess I could actually exert and discard the cat. Yeah, I probably should have done that. Yeah, I was like, well, I'm happy with my hand actually, but truth is, the cat could go to the bin fairly easily. Yeah, and I kind of want to draw land, so yeah. But I'm still thinking about that artifact, so I just cannot think straight. Yeah, I should have definitely exerted and discarded the cat. Alright. Sounds like a monument of devotion. Jeez. Yeah, I just can't remember. It's crazy. It's driving me mad. Oh, there it is. Okay, Edifice of Authority. Jeez. Well, I'm actually pretty happy here. Interesting attacks. I mean, they are making that unable to block, but they are playing against an aggressive deck, and they are basically trading 1-for-1 because these lifelinks. So I'm not sure if I like this attack, but whatever. It's pretty funny how it ended up going here. But I wish I had one more card in hand and one more cat in my graveyard. I'm not gonna lie. This was pretty bad. You know, this might seem like a small mistake, but it's actually quite huge. Like, this could be the difference between losing and winning. Just, you know, not having my force land drop right on time, stuff like that. So feels bad, but you know, I have a good reason. You know, there's a good reason why I messed up. I was thinking about the stupid artifact. Okay. I could insult here. It's not great, but I'm so far from hitting 6 mana. So they make the Crop Mate unable to block. Yeah, actually it's pretty good. It's surprisingly good here because they make that unable to block, they take 6 in the air, or I guess they let me get back my Scavenger, which I'm fine with too. And yeah, sure. I mean, you'd rather cast both half on the same turn, but this is actually completely fine. If they want to block a cat, they lose their Minotaur. And now they have a pretty big incentive to actually make me unable to attack with Crop Mate to Gustwalker so they don't take 6 in the air. Oh, okay, sure. I mean, if they take 10, I'm happy, right? Take 10, I gain 4, sure. I mean, paying 3 mana to deal basically, what? 5 damage here? I mean, more because we are basically dealing 7 damages is like good enough. At some point we'll probably set up a double block with the cats and the Minotaur on the warrior. Probably next turn. But we are not far. I mean, we are not close to that here. Okay, we drew the force land, luckily enough. So now we can insult something, actually. Minotaur, not really something I want to insult. So, several moves here. 3 moves, actually. I don't think we should ever insult here, but which 4-drop do we play? So we can play Mummy and tap the Gust Walker, attack for 3 in the air. That's perfectly fine. Because I still want to keep the crop mate from attacking. And then we have a 3-drop to block, which is kind of good. We could play Takrop Elite, but then we are not doing anything, and we don't really want to block with the Elite, so it's kind of not so good. And we could play our own. I actually like the Mummy play more, because Mummy is actually a card that once it has done its effect, it's not that good, and I'm happy to block with it and trade for the Minotaur, for example. This and the cat, I'd be happy to do that. Also, it let us attack here. Yeah. Fine. Whereas the other 4, I don't really want to block with Minotaur or Elite, so there is that. I'm not dying. I'm at 16, but they still have potentially 11 power on board, so I cannot just act like they had nothing. Dread Wanderer, sure. Not exactly great in the face of Double Secret Cat. I mean, they can make they are gonna do it on the crop mate, yeah. I'm trading 2 cat for the Minotaur, there's no problem, or a cat and a Mummy for the big Minotaur. Oh, okay, sure. I was thinking that this attack was indicating synchronized strike, and I was, trying to figure out how I could play around that. But it's just electrify. I'm also happy, given that I played that, they had to use a removal on a pretty weak creature that already kind of did its job. And that's nice. That's nice. So I cannot kill them next turn. If I don't block, I only have 2 damage plus 2 from that, so it's only gonna be 4. So I think we're just gonna double block, because this is a trade we are pretty happy to make. And if we just take 9 here, we are actually potentially dying if they top deck something good. Here we'll go down to 12. Drawing a land is actually pretty good, because we are fairly happy to play a 4-drop and a cat. We are at 12, so we are not really dying. Definitely bring back a cat. And I think we'll play Elite, because it means they probably just die. And since we are at 12 and we have a cat that can chum block, we are not like dying. They would need something like Fling to kill us. And even then, if we chum block, we don't die to Fling. Now if they attack with everything and exert everything, I think there's a decent argument to chum block the Bitterblade Warrior and take only 6, so you are not dead to Fling. You just go down to 1 if they have it. But I don't really want to block with any other creature. And attack with that only. And a concession. Alright, I'll take it. I think I might have ended up jumping just because to be safe. I think between these 2 creatures, the crop mate, the Minotaur, that and that in our graveyard, it's pretty likely that we'll get to kill them given enough time. And there's a chance I can just burn you out in some weird fashion, but Not sure. In any case, they conceded, so we got there. Hope you enjoyed that first round. Thank you for watching. See you for round 2.